Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Concept Learning. This is Rasagnya. What are we doing right now? What topic are we doing right now? We are doing differential equations, right? So, in my previous class, what have we did? We have discussed what a differential equation is, and we also discussed some two topics in differential equations. What are those? Order and degree of a differential equation. Am I right? So, we'll move further in this class. So, before moving to the next topic, first let us do some 2-3 problems on order and degree of a differential equation. Okay? So, first let us do them. So here we have some 4 examples, and first let us do these 4 sums, that is finding the order and degree. Okay, and then we'll move on to the next concept. Okay, so let us look at the first sum. Order of d square y by dx square plus dy by dx whole square equal to 0. So we need to find the order. So what is the order of a differential equation? How many times we are going to derivate? That is known as the order of the differential equation. And we have two orders over here. So what are we going to take? We have already discussed this in your previous class, right? So what must we take in these two? We need to take the highest order. So the order of this differential equation will be 2, right? 2 is the order of this differential equation. Now let us look into the second one. Degree of d cube y by dx cube whole square plus dy by dx whole power 6 is equals to 2. So we need to find the degree here, right? So what is the degree? Degree is the power of the highest order derivative in a differential equation which is in its polynomial form, right? So here we have two derivatives. This is third order and this is the first order. But we need to take the degree of the highest order. Here we have highest degree 6, but we are not going to take the highest degree. We are going to take the power of highest order derivative, right? So here the highest order derivative is this. That is d cube y by dx cube. Am I right? So 2 will be the degree of this differential equation, right? So the degree of the differential equation is 2. Okay? 2. So now let us look at the third sum. Order and degree of 1 plus 3 dy by dx whole power 2 by 3 equals to 4 into d cube y by dx cube. So some may say that you cannot find the degree of this differential equation. I have already told this model in my previous class. What are we going to do if you want to find the degree of this differential equation over here? First, we are going to remove this rational term in the power. Only then it will become a polynomial differential equation, right? So to remove, what can I do? I can cube on both sides, right? I can do cubing on both sides. So if I cube on both sides, what will become? This will become whole cube, right? So now what will I get? If I write this over here, this 3 and 3 will get cancelled. So 1 plus 3 dy by dx whole square is equals to 4 cube. What is 4 cube? 64, right? So 64 into d cube y by dx cube whole power 3. Am I right? So now, what will be the degree of this differential equation? The highest order is 3 and this is in its polynomial form. So the degree of this differential equation will be 3, right? The degree is 3. Okay? So that is the degree of this. Now let us look into the fourth sum. Degree of d square y by dx square plus cos of dy by dx is equals to 2. So can you find the degree of this differential equation? Absolutely no. Why? Why? Because this is not in its polynomial form. In polynomial, you cannot write cos dy by dx or sin dy by dx or log dy by dx. These all cannot exist in a polynomial form. So this differential equation is not in its polynomial form. We can write the degree of a differential equation only when it is in its polynomial form. Because this is not in the polynomial form, the degree of this differential equation is Undefined. Undefined. Okay. So we have covered all the models of finding the degree and order of the differential equation. Okay. Here we have forgot to find the order, right? So what is the order of this differential equation? Order. Order is also, we take the highest order. So the highest order over here is 3. So degree is 3 and order is also 3. Right? So that's it. Now let us move into the next topic. The next topic is nothing but formation of a differential equation. If they give you a normal differential equation, we are going to find the degree, order and whatsoever. But if you don't have a differential equation, he just gave you a curve, then how do you find, you must first change that into differential equation and then you have to find the order and degree. Then how do you convert a normal curve into into a differential equation? Okay, so now let us look that is formation of a differential equation. Okay, so now let us let us know how to find a differential equation. If they give you a curve, how to form a differential equation actually. So this will have some 3 steps. Okay, we'll learn it in steps so that it will be much easier. Okay, so we'll also take an example and do it step by step. Okay, so now let us look into the first problem. First problem, example, and do the whole process. Okay, so first step, let us look at the first step. What is the first step? Identify the number of arbitrary constants. Now what is this term arbitrary constants? Arbitrary constant is something that can be changed. Okay, so there is some constant and you can change that constant. You can put whatever value you want, whatever constant you want, you can put it over there. Okay, so that is an arbitrary constant. So if I take this example here, x square plus y square equals to a square. If you look at it, you can easily find what it is, right? It is the general equation of a circle which has center as the origin. Okay, general equation of a circle having center as its origin. Am I right? So here I have x square plus y square equals to a square. X square and y square is variables, that is pakka, and here a square is arbitrary constant. Here you can write any constant. You can change the radius, right? This will be the radius of a circle actually according to general equation, right? So the radius of a circle will be changing if I take this uh, as the axis. If I have to draw a circle with the center as with the origin as the center, then I'll draw it like this, right? I can also draw it like this. So here the radius is changing, right? So the radius is the arbitrary constant. Here we took a as the radius, okay? So here a square is the arbitrary constant. So we have identified the number of arbitrary constants. The number of arbitrary constants in this equation is 1. That is a square. Only one arbitrary constant is present here. Am I right? So now let us look into the second step, okay? What is the second step? Differentiate the given curve. So we have to differentiate the given curve. So how many times have I to differentiate this curve? That is a point. So you have to differentiate this curve the number of times arbitrary constant is present. Have you understood? Here, what I am saying is, how many arbitrary constants are present in this equation, those many times you have to differentiate the equation. Understand? Here we have only one arbitrary constant. So you can differentiate this equation only once. If I have two arbitrary constants, I'll differentiate it twice. If I have three arbitrary constants, I'll differentiate it thrice. Understand? So that is what you will do in the second step. You have to differentiate the curve. How many times? How many arbitrary constants are present? Those many times you are going to do it. Okay? Now what is the third step? You are going to eliminate the arbitrary constant. Understand? Then you are going to eliminate the arbitrary constant. If when you derive the equation itself, the arbitrary constant is eliminated, then no need to do the third step. But if the arbitrary constant is not eliminated even after differentiating the equation, then you have to eliminate that term. Okay. So now let us look at the first example now. What is this? X square plus y square equals to a square, right? First step is identifying the arbitrary constant. I have identified, and there is one arbitrary constant over here. Understand? Only one arbitrary constant is present. That is A, arbitrary constant. Okay, that is the arbitrary constant. And now what have I to do? Second step, differentiate the curve. So how many times have I to differentiate this curve? I have only one arbitrary constant, so I can differentiate it once. So if I differentiate this, I get 2x with respect to x. I am differentiating it with respect to x. Okay, with respect to x. Okay, so 2x plus 2y into dy by dx, because differentiating with respect to x, is equals to constant's differentiation is 0. In the name itself it is present, it is an arbitrary constant, so 0. So this will be the differential equation. So if I eliminate 2 from this, I get x plus y dy by dx is equals to 0. So if you see in this example, the arbitrary constant has disappeared after we differentiated the differential equation, right? So, differentiated the curve. So, there is no need to eliminate the arbitrary constant. We don't need to have to do the third step over here, because it is already eliminated after differentiating the curve. So, that is it. This will be the differential equation. Now, we look into some other model where we have some more than one arbitrary constant. Let us look at first two arbitrary constants. Okay. Oh. Okay, now let us look into example number 2. Understand? So what is it? Ax square plus by square equals to 1. This is example number 2. So here we have two arbitrary constants, right? So let us go into from the first step. What is the first step? Identifying the number of arbitrary constants. So here A and B are the arbitrary constants. Okay. So we have two arbitrary constants over here. Now what is the second step? Differentiate the equation. How many times? Number of time. How many arbitrary constants are present? Those many times we have to derivative. Here we have two arbitrary constants, that is A and B. So you have to differentiate the equation twice. Okay. So let us do the second step first. First I'll differentiate the first time. That is 2ax plus 2by into dy by dx. Why? Because I'm differentiating it with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x. Okay. That is equals to 0. Because derivative of 1 is 0. Okay. Done. Now, I can eliminate this 2 over here. So I'll get, I will take this 2, remove this 2. Because if I take common, and it will become 0 anyways. And now, I have to differentiate it the second time. Why? Because I have two arbitrary constants. I have to differentiate it twice. So now let me differentiate the other time. What do I get? A plus B into, I will use UV because I have y and dy by dx. So I'll use UV and differentiate it. Okay. So first I'll differentiate y. I'll get dy by dx into dy by dx plus y into d square y by dx square. Understand? That is it. So what is this? A plus b into dy by dx whole square plus y into d square y by dx square. Okay. That is it. Now what do? I have to eliminate the arbitrary constants. That is the third step. So to eliminate the arbitrary constants, if I have chance, I can take some value instead of those arbitrary constants, right? So now how do I do it? Anyways, I have here two arbitrary constants. So I'll take a that side. So I will get minus b into dy by dx whole square plus y into d square y by dx square, that is equals to a. Okay. Now I'll take this b also that side. Then what will it become? A by b. Now I have the value of a by b is equals to this. Now if I have to put this value instead of a and b, a by b I have to take, right? So if I take b common over here, it is not possible for me. Why? Because if I take b common here, that is if I do it like this, it will become a by b and b will be here. Then this will become 1 by b. Then from where have to I write the value of 1 by b? I cannot write, right? So that will become somewhat difficult. So I'm not going to do it over here. I will put it as it is, by square, and I will use this thing. If I take b as common in this equation, what will happen? If I take b as common, I get a by b into x plus y into dy by dx is equals to 0. Because this is equals to 0, if I take b this side, anyways it will become 0. So I am going to remove this b. Now I can substitute the value of a by b and then arbitrary constants will be eliminated. Now I will write it here. Okay. If I eliminate a by b, I have to put this value in place of a by b. Right? Now how do I do it? Minus of dy by dx, okay, d square y by dx square, I will write this first, into y plus dy by dx whole square, okay, into x, okay, into x plus y into dy by dx. This is equals to 0. Okay. Now if I take x as common, what will become? This x will come like this, and here I will have another x as common. Right? This is what will happen if I take x as common. Now, if I take this x this side, this x will get removed. And now I will do the same thing with the minus. I will take minus as common. This minus will be cancelled. Here minus will come. So this is the required differential equation. Why I did those commons is to make the differential equation look in a very good way. Okay, to make it look very nice. Okay, so that I did it, and that's it. That will be the required differential equation. Now, how do I know that I have to take this and put this a by b instead of this only? That is nothing. We have to just see how I can simplify the sum easily. In an easy way, how can I simplify the sum? If I put it over here, I will get 1 by b extra term. I have showed you also. So, how do I have to solve 1 by b? Then again I have to take value for 1 by b and it will become a big process, right? So, to make it more simplify, if I take this, then I'll get a by b over here. Then I can easily substitute the value of a by b and get the answer. So, in which way it will be easy for you to simplify? In that way you are going to do the problem. Understand? Okay, so that's it. And for your homework, what I'm giving is you have to find the order and degree of this differential equation. We have formed the differential equation. Now find the order and degree of the differential equation. Okay, so then that's it for today. Okay, do not forget to like the video and share the video. Also subscribe to the channel for more videos and follow the series of differential equation completely. Okay, and after that also if the next topics you want after the differential equation, you can put it in the comment section, and also the homework problems answer also you can put it in the comment section below. Understand? So that's it for today. Meet you in my next class. Bye bye.